Oh, good afternoon. We're just getting some extra chairs there now. And when we have the chairs got, and if everybody's seated, and there's a few other people yet to come in, we'll start the ceremony. So it'll be about 5 more minutes or so before we start. Okay? I'll be doing a long speech. I'll be, exactly. Oh, Dan? A Gwina Ushla, a Tish Mahori, a Kaimini agus a Corda. Tá fáilte rómh galéir go dtí an ócáid speisialta seo in Institute Technoliachta Corky. Distinguished guests and parents and friends, and you're all and of course the graduates, you're all very welcome to this very special occasion in the Cork Institute of Technology. My name is Noel Barry, and I am the chair of the conferring ceremony here for this one. It is my task to give you some information about the conferring ceremony. Now, firstly, the conferring ceremony is actually available on the internet at www.cit.ie/live. Now, you might like to text that now to somebody if they want to look at it. You want to tell someone. So feel very free to do that right now. www.cit.ie/live. Or you can actually get it on YouTube afterwards, and it's there for archive purposes, and you can look at it yourself. CIT YouTube. Now, in the interest of safety, please be aware of the nearest exits to you. I'm going to point out all those exits down there in a second. One is in each corner down there. There's a very large one there, a very large one here, and another one over here. So there's 4 exits, one at each corner. There are no fire drills today, so we don't expect any alarms going off. But in the unlikely event that an alarm does go off, you will be spoken to from the podium here and told to make your way to your nearest exit. So have an idea now where your nearest exit is. You should go in an orderly fashion, not pushing or anything like that. And if there's anybody who's got crutches or in a wheelchair or anything like that, please help them also, you know. Also, please keep the aisles and passageways clear of belongings during the ceremony. Now, if anybody needs assistance of the graduates during the ceremony, they have crutches or a hand in plaster or something like that, just let us know. We're only too happy to help you. The academic procession will actually come in through here, and I'll ask you to rise by doing that kind of a signal, and when to sit, I'll do that type of a signal. The academic procession comes up to the platform here, and then I will ask you to sit down. And that process will be repeated when the ceremony is over at the very end. The ceremony today will be chaired by Mr. Gerard O'Donovan, head of the Faculty of Business and Humanities. The following is especially for the conferees, that's the graduates who are going to receive their parchments today. Shortly after the commencement of the conferring ceremony, the President will deliver a short introduction, empowering him to make awards. When he has finished that introduction, I will require each row of conferees, as directed by the stewards, to proceed to the platform, usually down that way first, then across and up this way. I will ask all the conferees to vacate their seats, of course, as quietly as possible, as the conferring will be going on during that process. Please stay in the order in which you are seated, as parchments are in that order. When you approach the platform, please remain at the bottom of the steps with one leg on the step, if you wouldn't mind, please, until your head of department announces your name from up here. And then you come up. Then you proceed to the steps to the platform, to the President, receive a parchment. In the unlikely event that you're given the wrong parchment, don't panic, please. We'll sort out that afterward. It rarely, if ever, happens. You will return to your seat down the aisle at this side here that I'm pointing, and you're at the right-hand side of the pillar. Is that okay? You return to your seat down the aisle. The stewards will show you the way. When you return to your seat, please go in as quietly as you can to the very end. Just watch your gown, please, that it doesn't, because it frails as you're walking and it can spin out and all that. And please do not get it caught in anything as you're coming up or going down the steps here or any other place. And please watch your leggings then too, your foot on any carpet or things where it starts and ends, you know. As you can see, Barry's photography are here on our left, and as you receive your parchment, they will take a picture. So please look in the direction of the photographer and smile, if you wish. Now we're going to have a small rehearsal, and I have two volunteers. I have Orla and Kira, so they just come up here. If Orla and Kira could just come to the end here, please, and I'll show you how to collect your parchment. Kira, Orla should be first, and then Kira. Now, I'm going to just talk to you about clapping. We'll only do one clap per class, because if you clapped everybody, the last person will get no clap of the day. I can guarantee you that. So we'll reserve our clapping for when we ask them all to stand, and we give them all a big boulabas. Now I'm going to just show you how you collect your parchment and how that aspect works. So your name is called from up here by your head of department. So Orla Beamish. Kira Bennett. So you see how it's done there, and that, like, we'd be here forever if we didn't kind of have a system and that works and all that, like, you know. So that's the system that works, you know. Now, we have our little rehearsal. I think we got most people seated. I know the academic procession is ready. So remember just to clap at the end rather than individually, otherwise we'll exhaust ourselves all together here and we'll be here forever. Individual photographs, by the way, are over in the James Barry, and you go to that afterwards. The classes, please stay together, because your group photograph is taken in the gym straight after the conferring. And our guests will go to the reception over in the west atrium of the original building. So that's where you'll meet up at the end. I'll talk to you about that more at the end also, you know. There is a service of Thanksgiving for graduates, parents and family members in the college chapel and the D corridor of the original building. The D corridor is the one at this side, at the north side if you like. And the next one is at 2:30. So you're all very welcome to pop in there for that reflection of Thanksgiving. Once the reception is over and the photographs, you can then we ask you to exit by the Ross Avenue thing. Now, so could I ask everybody then to make sure that their phones are on silent? I think the procession is about ready. So could you please stand while the academic procession enters the auditorium? I call on Mr. Gerard O'Donovan to commence this conferring ceremony.
Graduates of CIT, members of governing body, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this meeting at which awards of Cork Institute of Technology and the joint Hochschule-Darmstadt and Cork Institute of Technology Award will be conferred on students of this institute. Our guests on the platform are, on my immediate left, Professor Margaret Lennon, Head of the School of Humanities. On my far left, Catherine Feely, Head of CIT Crawford College of Art and Design. On my immediate right, Dr. Barry O'Connor, President of CIT. And on my far right, Dr. Anya Nihay, Registrar and Vice President for Academic Affairs, CIT. Our guests on the rear of the platform are members of the governing body and members of the academic staff of CIT. I call upon Dr. Barry O'Connor, the President of the Institute, to confer awards on the learners presented by the Institute for that purpose.
Thank you, Gerard, and good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for joining us for this great celebration this afternoon, which will be a trilingual celebration. We'll have the Gaeilge, Béarla and German later on, so that should be entertaining. Okay, so to open the proceedings, Harceann Institute agus de Harfa an Udarás Harnig to Reader Alt Quaget Tríd 8 Chailiachtaí agus Darbo Chailiachta, Dachas agus Leont Gavid Doyag, Brunham, Davachtaní Almor in the Institute atá Taration Kaidan na Kinnog ag an Tudrashin of Wintermach. Agus Iram Gorgrifer na Falimori Shin am Lahir, Chunabar a Herbert Doiv go Funamule. On behalf of the Institute, and by virtue of the authority delegated to it under Section 53 of the Qualifications and Quality Assurance Education and Training Act of 2012, I hereby confer awards on the learners of the Institute who have achieved the standard determined by the authority for those awards. And I ask that those learners be presented to me so that I may formally present them with their parchment.
I call upon Professor Margaret Lenihan, Head of the School of Humanities, to commence the conferring in her school.
The School of Humanities consists of the Department of Applied Social Studies, the Department of Sport, Leisure and Childhood Studies, and the Department of Tourism and Hospitality. I call upon Dr. Cian O'Neill, Head of Department of Sport, Leisure and Childhood Studies, to present the candidates from his department. Awards will be made in respect of the following programmes in this department: Master of Science Research, Bachelor of Arts Honours in Early Years Education, Bachelor of Arts Honours in Montessori Education, Bachelor of Business Honours in Sport and Exercise, Bachelor of Arts in Early Years Education, and Bachelor of Business and Recreation and Leisure Management.
President, I present to you the following candidate who has successfully completed a research programme in the Department of Sport, Leisure and Childhood Studies and who is worthy of the award of Master of Science, and I would request you to present her parchment to her. Juliet Murphy, in absentia. President, I present to you the following candidates who have successfully completed programmes in the Department of Sport, Leisure and Childhood Studies and who are worthy of the award of Bachelor of Arts Honours in Early Years Education, and I would request you to present their parchment to them. Amy Ann Barnett. Orla Helena Rose Beamish. Kira Noel Bennett. Niamh Marie Brennan. Rebecca Ann Buckley. Caitlin Noreen Bullman. Sarah Louise Buttermer, in absentia. William Joseph Byrne, in absentia. Kira Eilish Clark. Elmarie Catherine Cronin. Jack Christopher Cronin. Emily Crotty. Margaret Ann Curran. Natalie Elizabeth Dillon. Niamh Eleanor Fennell. Sharon Catherine Geary. Sinead Mary G. Tracy Nora Goggin. Aoife Griffin. Aisling Patricia Hayes. Alison Patricia Hickey. Louise Mary Hill. Sinead Mary Houston. Laura Jane Jones. Sarah Ann Kennedy. Mairead Ann Leahy. Rachel Marie Mahoney. Katie Margaret McCarthy. Kate Rebecca Meany. Niamh Morrissey in absentia. Siobhan Ann Nugent in absentia. Fionnuala Niena. Aisling Tracy O'Callaghan. Aisling Rebecca O'Connell. Zoe O'Connell. Aoife O'Connor. Emer Catherine O'Driscoll. Niamh O'Keefe. Anne Natasha O'Neill. Joanne Bridget O'Neill. Ciara Lorraine O'Reilly. Aoife Mary O'Sullivan. Emer Danielle O'Sullivan. Shannon Mary O'Sullivan. Mairead Ann Tuhig. Bernadette Marie Walsh. Would the graduates of the awards of Bachelor of Arts Honours in Early Years Education please stand to receive their ovation. President, I present to you the following candidates who have successfully completed programs in the Department of Sport, Leisure and Childhood Studies and who are worthy of the award of Bachelor of Arts Honours in Montessori Education. And I would request that you present their parchment to them. Sinead Sheila Breed Buckley. Catherine Elizabeth Campion. Breda Cronin. Susan Dawkins. Rebecca Elizabeth Dearl. Anne-Marie Donlan in absentia. Laura Marie Harrigan. Audrey Rose Keohan. Jacqueline Mary Kingston. Alicia McCarthy. Paris Narissa McMahon. Kira Maria O'Callaghan. Leisha Eileen O'Mahony. Niamh Josephine Parker. Anya Scanlon. Shannon Marie Sheehan. Naomi Sisk. Lauren Spicer. India Williams Salter. Would the graduates of the award of Bachelor of Arts Honours in Montessori Education please stand to receive their ovation. President, I present to you the following candidates who have successfully completed programs in the Department of Sport, Leisure and Childhood Studies and who are worthy of the award of Bachelor of Business Honours in Sport and Exercise. And I would request you present their parchments to them. Killian Ansborough, in absentia. Peter Clancy. Kevin Michael Copps. Robert Killian Wade Cuppage, in absentia. Eric Paul Curry. Aideen Hallinan. Jennifer King. Eric Stewart Kingston. Paul McCarthy, in absentia. Robert Dennis Morey. Garoj Naihan. Dara O'Hanlon. Peter Thomas O'Keefe. Mark John Quinn, in absentia. Would the graduates of the award of Bachelor of Business Honours in Sport and Exercise please stand to receive their ovation. President, I present to you the following candidates who have successfully completed programs in the Department of Sport, Leisure and Childhood Studies and who are worthy of the award of Bachelor of Arts in Early Years Education. And I would request that you present their parchment to them. Andrew Ahern. Joelle Bent. Emer Sheila Toomey Bradley. Rebecca Sophie Bray. Haley Marie Brown, in absentia. Julie Patricia Burke. Caroline Collin. Aideen Collins. Aisling Mary Maria Conley. Amy Patricia Mary Connolly. Sarah Claire Collin. Lisa Catherine Crowley. Paula Lucy Ann Donaghy. Dararka Ann Donahue. There's a Kerry crowd down there somewhere. Stephanie Marie Draper. Mayeda El Sanusi. Maria Eileen Fitzgerald. Kate Ellen Gilly. Richard Oliver Gorey, in absentia. Deirdre Ann Hallinan. Rachel Marie Harrington. Marie Claire Hayden. Aisling Michelle Hennigan. Claire Mary Hodge. Rosaline Mary Hogan. Mia Jane Keating. Claire Louise Keegan. Rachel Maria Keller Sexton. Stephanie Josephine Kelly. Dennis James Kerwin. Warren Theresa McCarthy. Lisa Noel Morrissey. Niamh Mary Mulcahy. Dara Elizabeth Nivuri. Emma Marie Nugent. Katie O'Brien. Kevin David O'Connor. Megan Geraldine O'Connor. Gillian Sarah O'Halloran. Sharon Marie O'Leary. Sarah Louise O'Shea. Sarah O'Sullivan. Kaylee Mary Regan, in absentia. Alison Dorothea L.C. Ryan. Orla Patricia Sheehy, in absentia. Mary Theresa Shine. Rachel Michelle Smith. Zoe Ann Walsh. Amy Therese Ellen Waters. With the graduates of the award of Bachelor of Arts in Early Years Education, please stand to receive their ovation. President, I present to you the following candidates who have successfully completed programs in the Department of Sport, Leisure and Childhood Studies, and who are worthy of the award of Bachelor of Business in Recreation and Leisure Management. And I would request you to present their parchment to them. Alan Keith Ahern. Brian David Barry. Porrick Michael Burhanu. David Martin Brickley. Ian Stephen Bro. Alexander John Brown. Aaron Patrick Buckley. Stephen James Bunyan, in absentia. James Gerard Berkeley, in absentia. Joseph Patrick Carver. Patrick Anthony Casey. Stephen Peter Casey. Padraig James Clifford. Sean Michael Coleman. Catherine Connolly. Peter Brian Cotter. Katie Hannah Collin. Aaron David Cronin. Philip Daniel Crowley in absentia. Luke James Daly. Sean James Deasy. Aoife Alice Doyle. Laura Phyllis Dyson. Emer Celine Foley. Stephen Patrick Ford. Aisling Kate Fox. Peter Joseph Gleason. Dylan Jared Griffin. Robert Brian Hanley in absentia. Leanne Houseman. Neil James Hippolyte. Peter Joseph Jennings. Peter German. David Keane. Michael John Carney. Anya Mora Carney. Alan James Keating in absentia. Claudia Dorota Kolosinska in absentia. Joseph Richard Loftus in absentia. Mark Aidan Long. Erin Margaret Looney. David Patrick Lyons. Keith Noel Madden in absentia. Keith is here. Eric David Marin. Jumping the gun, Eric. Lewis William Masters. Adam Michael McCarthy in absentia. Kevin McCarthy. Sean Patrick Jude McCormack. Kira Aoife McGrath. Roisin Mary Kate McGrath. Adam Martin McSweeney in absentia. Declan Meany in absentia. Sean Anthony Moran. Dean Christopher Murphy. Darren Christopher O'Connor. Tomas O'Connor. Orla Louise O'Flynn. Thomas Anthony O'Gorman in absentia. Brian Mark O'Keefe. Connor Patrick O'Keefe. Jack O'Keefe. Paul David O'Leary. Shane Patrick O'Mahony. Kevin John O'Neill. Daniel O'Sullivan. Ian Patrick O'Sullivan. Robert Michael O'Sullivan in absentia. Adam Behall Tomas Parle. Clodagh Michelle Quinlan. Jennifer Quinn. David Paul Ring. Tomas Gerard Sheehan. Darren Joshua Spillane in absentia. Gary Michael Sweeney. Claire Tyndall. Raymond William Walsh. Chris White. With the graduates of the award of Bachelor of Business in Recreation and Leisure Management, please stand to receive their ovation.
I call upon Ms. Catherine Feely, Head of CIT, Crawford College of Art and Design, to commence the conferring in her college.
The CIT Crawford College of Art and Design consists of the Department of Art and Design Education, the Department of Arts in Health and Community Practice, the Department of Fine Art and Applied Art, and the Department of Media Communications. I call upon Mr. Ed Kuchai, Head of Department of Arts in Health and Community Practice, to present the candidates from his department. Awards will be made in respect of the following programme from his department: Master of Arts in Art Therapy.
President, I present to you the following candidates who have successfully completed a programme in the Department of the Arts in Health and Community Practice and who are worthy of the award of Master of Arts in Art Therapy, and I would request you to present their parchments to them. Conor Barry. Eileen Carroll. Rachel Clifford Ryan. Emma Cullen. Philip Cullen. Deirdre Cunningham. Angela Delaney. Marion Gilroy. Jamie Hagan in absentia. Anu Hallinan. Janine Hunter. Roisin Kenny. Ciara McAuliffe. Virginia Mills. Helena Maluli. Roisin O'Brien. Eileen O'Connor. Adrian O'Shea. Michael O'Toole. Zoe Patel. Nicola Roberts. Quiva Walsh. Linda Wharton. And would the splendid and wonderful graduates of the award of Masters of Arts in Art Therapy please stand to receive your ovation.
I call upon Ms. Trish Brennan, Head of Department of Fine Art and Applied Art, to present the candidates from her department. Awards will be made in respect of the following programmes in the department: Bachelor of Arts Honours in Contemporary Applied Art, Ceramics, Glass, Textiles, Bachelor of Art Honours in Fine Art.
President, I present to you the following candidates who successfully completed programmes in the Department of Fine Art and Applied Art and who are worthy of the award of BA Honours in Contemporary Applied Art, and I would request you to present their parchment to them. Cian Carroll. Kim Crowley. Charity Imama-Kabore in absentia. Sarah Gabriel. Jason Mahady. Laura McAuliffe in absentia. Helen O'Shea. Sarah Rosengrave in absentia, and Brendan Ryan. Would the graduates of the award of BA Honours in Contemporary Applied Arts please stand to receive their ovation? President, I present to you the following candidates who have successfully completed programmes in the Department of Fine Art and Applied Art and who are worthy of the award of Bachelor of Arts Honours in Fine Art, and I would request you to present their parchment to them. Chloe Austin. Alexis Bannerman. Irene Berkery in absentia. Kaya Brennan in absentia. Celeste Burden. Connor Callery. And the following three are in absentia: Francesca Castellano, Isabella Chachaka, and Monica Chaicharaska in absentia. Maura Connolly. Enid Conway. Connor Cronin. Robin Deasy. Dana Dempsey in absentia. Roisin Downey. Stephen Doyle, Isabel English, Carly Gadbury, in absentia. Sorry, Olivia Flynn. Apologies, Olivia. Carly Gadbury. Sharon Gantley, in absentia. Orla Hederman. Irene Joe. Ludmila Kalinka. Jamie Kane, in absentia. Claudia Coolidge. Amanda Lynch. Nullig Lynch. Jessica Mackey. Ciara McCarthy. Jim McCarthy. James McCluskey. Ashley Maloney. Deirdre Moylan, in absentia. Niamh Murphy. Shane Noonan. Patrick O'Brien. Zoe O'Connell. James O'Donovan. Cameron O'Leary, in absentia. Sarah O'Leary, in absentia. Claudia Olzinska. Chelsea Power. Shane Power. Ciara Rogers. Donna Rose, in absentia. Sofia Santa Barbara, in absentia. Elena Savchenko. Catherine Shields. Thomas Spencer Josie. Chloe Tetro. Wilhelmina Vanderbent. And Jane Walsh. And would the graduates of the award of BA Honours in Fine Art please stand to receive their ovation?
I call upon Mr. Albert Walsh, Head of the Department of Art and Design Education, to present the candidates from his department. Awards will be made in respect of the following programmes in this department: Master of Arts in Art and Design Education, Master of Arts in Teaching Visual Arts for Primary and Early Years Education.
President, I present to you the following candidate who has successfully completed programs in the Department of Art and Design Education and who is worthy of the award of Master of Arts in Art and Design Education. And I would request you to present their parchment to them. Mairead O'Callaghan. President, I present to you the following candidate who have successfully completed programs in the Department of Art and Design Education and who are worthy of the award of Master of Arts in Teaching Visual Arts for Primary and Early Years Education. And I would request you to present their parchment to them. Emer Campion. Sarah Condon, in absentia. Mairead O'Connor, in absentia. Would the graduates of both awards please stand to receive their ovation?
I call upon Ms. Rose McGrath, Head of Department of Media Communications, to present the candidates from her department. Awards will be made in respect of the following programmes in this department: Master of Arts in E-Learning Design and Development, Master of Arts in Journalism with New Media, Master of Arts in Public Relations with New Media, Bachelor of Arts Honours in Multimedia, Bachelor of Arts Honours in Visual Communications.
President, I present to you the following candidates who have successfully completed programmes in the Department of Media Communications and who are worthy of the award of Masters of Arts in E-Learning Design and Development, and I would request you to present their parchments to them. Robert Sean Ahern. Alexandros Anastasiades, in absentia. Joanne Elizabeth Byrne. Kirsten Ann Bracewell, in absentia. Claire Byrne, in absentia. Albert Cronin. Gillian Driver. Owen Richard Hartley. Claire Margaret Minchin, in absentia. Amy Frances O'Neill, in absentia. Niall Vincent O'Sullivan. Niamh Rigby. Would the graduates of the award of Master of Arts in E-Learning Design and Development please stand to receive their ovation. President, I present to you the following candidates who have successfully completed programs in the Department of Media Communications and who are worthy of the award of Master of Arts in Journalism with New Media. And I will request you to present their parchments to them. Crystal Anderson, in absentia. Barry Patrick Corkery, in absentia. Oh, sorry, excuse me, sorry, apologies, I missed, no problem. Sorry about that. Michael Byrne. James Conroy, in absentia. Manuela D. Grandi. Michael James Dorgan, in absentia. Ryan Daniel Grace. Derek Hopper, in absentia. Elizabeth Mary Moran. Eilish Nivreen. Will the graduates of the award of Master of Arts in Journalism with New Media please stand to receive their ovation. President, I present to you the following candidates who have successfully completed programs in the Department of Media Communications and who are worthy of the award of Master of Arts in Public Relations with New Media, and I would request you to present their parchments to them. Crystal Anderson. Barry Patrick Corkery. Megan Michelle Cronin. Connor Michael Joseph Crowley. Sarah Kelleher, in absentia. Sinead Mary Lodge. Nicola Nora Winifred McDonough. Holly Gabrielle Nigarda. Gabrielle Mary Peters. And Ruth Walsh. Would the graduates of the award of Master of Arts in Public Relations with New Media please stand to receive their ovation? President, I present to you the following candidates who successfully completed programs in the Department of Media Communications, who are worthy of the award of Master of Arts Honours in Multimedia, and I would request you to present their parchments to them. Luke Sean Barrett. Dylan Daniel Clifford. Benjamin Terry Clooney. Sinead Philomena Cronin. Christopher Dale in absentia. Aaron Patrick Fahy. Brendan Daniel Flaherty. Jordan Christopher Ford. Deborah Shirley French. Barry Patrick Griffin in absentia. Justina Irena Grizel in absentia. John Paul Keneally. Aoife Coit Lucy. Andrew Michael Lynch. Sarah Mackey. Anya McAuliffe. David James McGrath. Taig Stefan McNeely. Dara Daniel Murphy. Jason Allen Nelligan. Valerie Marie O'Brien. Sean Martin Thomas O'Crooney in absentia. Clodagh Aideen O'Mahony. Abigail O'Shea. Paul Michael Savage. Liam Anthony Robert Scanlon. Robin Bernadette Thompson. Dara Daniel Toomey. Anthony John Kivu. Would the graduates of the award of BA Honours in Multimedia please stand to receive their ovation? President, I present to you the following candidates who have successfully completed programmes in the Department of Media Communications and who are worthy of the award of Bachelor of Arts Honours in Visual Communications, and I would request you to present their parchments to them. Sinead Mary Allen. Elena Evangelina Balakania, sorry. Donal Anthony Brown. Jessica Roberta Dean. Emma Louise Forrestal. Andrew Stephen Forsyth. Sarah Patricia Hegarty. Brianne Lloyd Evans. Shauna Rachel O'Connell Quinn. Emer Claire O'Reilly. Caroline Josephine Rasmussen. Shauna Scannell. Aoife Eileen Sheehan. Desmond Allen Wade. Would the graduates of the award of BA Honours in Vision Communications please stand and receive their ovation?
I call upon the President of CIT to conduct the procedure for the award of a joint Hochschule Darmstadt and Cork Institute of Technology Award in the Department of Media Communications.
Okay, thank you, Catherine. And the next award is a joint award, which is between CIT and the Hochschule in Darmstadt, which is near Frankfurt in Germany. We've had a long-standing arrangement of joint awards in this area, but also we have PhDs, which we work on with Darmstadt as well. In fact, they come here to do their PhDs, which is interesting. Okay, that's all by way of introduction as I attempt my German. So we do this in German. Sometimes we'd have a representative from Germany here, from Darmstadt, but not this morning, so it falls to me. So, with apologies to the Bundestag and the Bundesliga and everyone else. Im Namen der Hochschule Darmstadt verleihe ich hiermit gemeinsam mit der Hochschule Cork den eingetretenen Diplomanden und Diplomandinnen der Hochschule Darmstadt und des Cork Institute of Technology, I know that one, den akademischen Grad des Bachelor of Arts Honours in Multimedia. On behalf of the Hochschule Darmstadt, I confer jointly the award of Bachelor of Arts Honours in Multimedia on the learners of Hochschule Darmstadt and Cork Institute of Technology presented. Harchewn Institute agus the Harva and Udrash, Harmlik der Alt Quegetri, Dachtum Chailiachti, agus Darvo Chailiachta, Edachas agus Elont, Gavidis Doyog, Brunem a Gofartiacht, and Chem Bachelor Alina Honorca, Snehilvan, Olimori, Hochschule Darmstadt, agus Institute Technology to Corky, Ta Cortelaher. On behalf of the Institute and by virtue of the authority delegated to it under Section 53 of the Qualifications and Quality Assurance Education and Training Act of 2012, I hereby jointly confer the degree of Bachelor of Arts Honours in Multimedia on the learners of Hochschule Darmstadt and Cork Institute of Technology.
The joint programme is in the Department of Media Communications. Awards will be made in respect of the following programme: Bachelor of Arts Honours in Multimedia. I call upon Ms. Rose McGrath, Head of Department of Media Communications, to present the candidates from her department.
President, I have the honour to present to you candidates of the degree of Bachelor of Arts Honours in Multimedia jointly awarded by Hochschule Darmstadt and Cork Institute of Technology. Ciara Ann Fahy. Cian Johnson Murphy. Would the graduates of the Bachelor of Arts Honours in Multimedia please stand and receive their ovation.
This concludes this part of the meeting for the purpose of conferring awards on the students of our institute. I now call on the President of the Institute, Dr. Barry O'Connor, to address you.
Thank you very much, Gerald, and thank you all for being so attentive and observing the ceremony, which, as you can see, is all about every individual student gets their place on the podium, the name and the parchment, and all we do with the only joint effort is the bowl of bass at the end. So you're all very welcome here this afternoon. Thankfully, the weather has stayed better than it was yesterday. Can I first of all congratulate the graduates. I was going to say graduands, which is what you were about an hour ago, and before that you were students, but now you're graduates of CIT, and joining a worldwide grouping of highly employable, highly sought after, highly respected professionals. So well done to you all, and well done to your parents, supporters, financiers at the back of the room. Maybe they should be up the front getting the parchments, but you can sort that out between yourselves later on. But it's a proud day for all your graduates, a proud day for your parents and family, and it's most certainly a proud day for CIT. Going through the parchments there, the high standards that you have achieved, going through your various programs, all the way through to master's level, is a credit to yourselves, but a credit also to our colleagues here in the faculty of Business and Humanities at Crawford, and in the Department of Humanities here, or School of Humanities here in the Institute. As I say, it's a proud day for everyone here, particularly for ourselves on the podium here. So it's maybe just to start where we finished there in terms of the joint award with Darmstadt has been on the go now for quite a number of years, and joint awards don't come easy, particularly from the point of view of the academic staff, of the students who travel over and back to Germany, or even we have joint award with UCC as well, which this afternoon around 6 o'clock we have a joint awards conferring ceremony between ourselves and UCC, which again will involve colleagues from the Crawford in terms of the professional masters in education in art and design, which is a joint award with our colleagues in UCC. And again, it's unique. There are no two other higher education institutions in Ireland who actually have joint awards. So we have a ceremony this evening for the PME Art and Design, for the Bachelor's and Master's in Architecture, for a Bachelor Honours Bachelor in Biomedical Science, and starting just 3 or 4 weeks ago we had a new joint award in Industrial Physics between ourselves and UCC. Now, it's not easy to manage these joint awards, and it's not easy to set them up, but we've done it here in the Institute and with our colleagues in UCC and with our colleagues in Darmstadt over the years, because there's a need for this type of cooperation. There's a need to respond to the needs of the community, whether it was architecture, art education, multimedia. There's a need within the industry, within the community, to respond to that. And our colleagues here have put their shoulders to the wheel to do it. And, just to say, it's great credit to all our academic colleagues, but more so great credit to particularly our 2 students here who have got the joint awards between CIT and Darmstadt. The parchment, actually, we haven't got the parchment yet. The parchments are quite interesting because they're in English, Irish and German, and all the way down through it, particularly in the German, not so bad in the Ascoilge version, but in the German version, the German, depending on the whether there's a male or a female recipient, there are changes right down through the parchment. So the Germans are still working on that, and we'll get it in due course. So well done to everybody involved in the joint awards. Maybe to go back to the individual students here, every student here came up, received their own parchment, your name's on the parchment. It's an individual recognition of your hard effort going through here, no matter what level you're at, masters, undergraduate, level 7, level 8, or whatever. It points out the focus we have here in CIT, including the Crawford, including School of Music. Our focus is on the individual student. We look after each student. I can guarantee you, our colleagues here on the platform knew every single student that came up here from their own department, from their own school, because we pride ourselves on looking after our students. If we're talking about the USP or unique selling point of CIT, I think our graduates here would agree that we know each of our students, in particular when it comes down at departmental level, at lecturer level, and we look after our students. It's something that you can't program, you can't set up structures to do it, but we managed to encapsulate it a bit in terms of a program called Sparks, which is a Scottish development and Scottish education, student participation, academic quality, and the S at the end was for Scotland. So we just have Spark at CIT. And the participation word has changed to partnership. So what we have is a partnership with our students, and hopefully that partnership will continue on when you're graduates. We'll come back to that. But the partnership with the students involves training the students from day one, and training via the students' union, via the class reps, via our PAL systems or peer-assisted learning, where the students are trained to take responsibility from day one for their own social lives, their own personal lives, their own professional lives, and in the middle of all that, their own study life. And what that means is that we've transformed the So I suppose the traditional objective of higher education, and maybe all education, was, what do we call it, teaching excellence and learner satisfaction. We've transformed that into learner excellence and teacher satisfaction. So when I say that, or my colleagues here on the podium are satisfied, are very proud of your achievements, that is not an understatement. And it is the transition from second level in particular to third level, which falls down in many places, but it doesn't fall down here because our students take control, they take responsibility. And that's why we have such a cohort here this morning of very, very high caliber graduates, and we are very, very proud of you. I mentioned our cooperation with Darmstadt, our cooperation with UCC. As you graduate from CIT, you're graduating from a major community here in Cork and even worldwide. We have very strong agreements, say for example, with the further education colleges in Cork, used under the CCPS, which, as I say, is not a throwback to Soviet Russia. It's the Cork Colleges Progression Scheme, which is a connection between the FE colleges, the FE further education sector, and the higher education sector to allow smooth transition from students from one part of the continuum to the other. I mean, CIT is unique, completely unique to my knowledge, in terms of we have everything from craft apprenticeships to industry-based apprenticeships, right the way through to PhDs. And to get that kind of an educational and a personal experience on the one campus or across our campuses, be it Crawford, School of Music, or Maritime College, it's a unique experience. Speaking of the Maritime College, again, we have a unique partnership there with the Irish Navy. The National Maritime College of Ireland in Enniskillen, it's one of the few places in the world where the merchant marine and the defence forces get trained under the one roof in marine engineering, and nautical science, and marine electrotechnology. So we have Navy guys down there in uniform and our own students down there as well. The only concession we get from the Navy is that the Navy don't carry arms going into the college, so it's a munitions-free zone from that point of view. But it does underline the unique partnerships we have with a whole range. So when you're graduating from CIT, you're graduating from that milieu of actual, professionals and practitioners right across the world. Again, I suppose from the point of view, and maybe preaching to our friends at the back of the room here, from a point of view of the programs we develop here in CIT, they are highly employable. We develop professionals who are ready to perform in the artistic area, to perform in the whole area of sports management or rec leisure. On an overall check, some weeks back, we counted that there are 47 professional bodies who accredit the programs here in CIT. 47. So all our programs are very well road tested and kept up to standard from a professional point of view. So again, it's something we're proud of. It's something that means when you go out as a Crawford graduate, as a graduate in rec leisure, you're known in the industry. You're known in the community for what you can do in terms of your professional ability. Or Crawford produces artists who can actually produce art. And listening to the names being called out there from the Crawford in particular, I could recognise a lot of the names from the Crawford show back in June, which is really outstanding this year. And these guys are professionals. We had our, as you remember, but somebody were here last night for the Faculty Business Humanities Awards. And again, the awards that we presented were made by one of our graduates from the Crawford. So again, we produce profession-ready graduates with a great education, but also who are self-starters and can work for themselves. I suppose maybe in referring to the rec leisure side of the house, one has to recognise the great achievements that we've had. And we won't mention the Kildare senior football team and Dr. Cian O'Neill, we won't mention that. But John Myler, as you know, has been appointed as the manager of the Cork senior hurling team. But apart from that, in terms of our interaction with sport, every year CIT hosts the Cork Primary School Sports, which is the biggest single outdoor sporting event in Europe. So when I talk about the continuum of education, it doesn't start just in first year, it starts back in primary school all the way to PhD. In terms of our commitment to the community in terms of sport, Cork senior hurlers, Cork senior footballers, Cork City from time to time, Munster Rugby for 5 years, all train here in CIT. And in terms of our achievements, we were unfortunate this morning that Juliet Murphy graduated with a Master's by Research in the faculty here. Juliet was unfortunately unable to come in this morning because of work commitments arising out of the storm Ophelia on Monday morning. But again, a great example of one of our graduates. If you go back to last summer, which wasn't a bad summer for Cork, in terms of the Munster finals, 3 out of the 4 captains in the Munster finals are CIT graduates. Stevie MacDonald from Glen Rovers is a structural engineer, graduate from the institute here. Paul Kerrigan, as you know, from the Nemo Rangers, captain of the football team, not to the same level of success as the hurlers. I mean, make no comment about that. And the captain of the Clare hurling team again was Pat O'Connor, a graduate here from here as well. Was it 3 weeks ago over in California? We had Shane O'Driscoll and Alan O'Donovan winning gold in the World Championships. Again, both graduates here from CIT. And moving on to just last Tuesday night, and it should have been Monday night, but last Tuesday night, the winning by Cork City of the league, the captain and man of the match, Alan Bennett, is actually a graduate of CIT, and he got our Hall of Fame award last year. So we have made huge contributions to sport, to the cultural environment of Cork. And I'm saying that because when you go out as CIT graduates, as ambassadors for the Institute, there is a whole wealth of recognition, respect and support out there for you. And we're hoping, that you will stay connected with CIT, stay connected with your colleagues, with your classmates and with the staff here. And when you make your first million, remember where you got your start. And we'll hold you to that one. But just to finish up, ma vince we fechend an manna coat of arms tugging on CIT on manna town Risha Mille. Shishin Lara Ganari Gagalling or Fadla Kele. Risha Mille, as you see it on the parchment there, comes from a prayer of St. Coleman, one of the earlier saints here in Cork, and it means let us all achieve together. We had a major UNESCO conference here in Cork during the month of September, which brought in over 500 people to the college, not to the college, but we actually had the School of Music, mainly the City Hall. Again, resulting from a partnership between UCC, CIT, the ETB and Cork City Council. I'm emphasising the word partnership because that's what it's all about. And in the words of Niamh Coleman, Risha Mille, let us all succeed together. And we'll succeed if you guys succeed and vice versa. We will do our best to ensure the reputation of CIT goes from strength to strength, and we're depending on you as graduates to go forward waving the CIT flag and keeping that flag flying. As I say, but stay connected as Risha Mille, let us all achieve together. Now I'm coming between you and your lunch, so I'll leave it at that. Again, thank you for choosing CIT for your graduation summer. Come on.
Thank you, President. Members of governing body, distinguished guests, graduates, ladies and gentlemen, and we have a number of people visiting us through the World Wide Web. On behalf of my colleagues in the Faculty of Business and Humanities, and on my own behalf, I'm delighted to be associated with the President's congratulations and good wishes to our new graduates. We congratulate our School of Humanities on the success of several research projects, including Project Spree, which is an integrated school-based intervention to improve nutrition and increase physical activity in primary school children. And also the school has increased its research numbers through Enterprise Ireland innovation vouchers, industry collaborations and scholarships. We congratulate Jessie Jones, lecturer in fine art in CCAD, who represented Ireland at the prestigious Venice Biennale in Italy. Also, the MA in E-Learning Design and Development in the Department of Media Communications was shortlisted this year in the category Design and Innovation for Outstanding Programmes in the Grad Ireland Education Awards. And CCAD also had a number of students on the BA Honours Fine Art shortlisted for the finals of the RDS Student Arts Awards, and also won the Innovation and Services Development Award at the 2017 Hospital Professional Awards. And also, students from the BA Honours in Multimedia had 2 winners in the CIT Prize for Innovation for Best Pitch and the Enactus Social and Innovation Award. So you can see our strong program offering, prize winners, research activity and industry engagement position us well as we take a lead role in the establishment of the new Munster Technological University. I might take this opportunity to pay tribute to a number of our colleagues who've retired this year, Marcus Youngman and Noel Collins, and thank them for the contribution and wish them a happy and a healthy retirement. Also, I would like to extend our best wishes to Ed Kuchai, who's retiring soon. And Ed has made a significant and valuable contribution as head of department in driving postgraduate programs and international collaborations, and we wish him well in his retirement. I'd like to thank our own faculty team, academic, technical and administrative, who've helped you on your journey to graduation. And a special thanks to Professor Margaret Lennon, head of the School of Humanities, Dr. Cian O'Neill, head of the Department of Sport, Leisure and Childhood Studies. From the CIT Crawford College of Art and Design, our thanks to Catherine Feely, head of the Crawford College of Art and Design, Rose McGrath, head of the Department of Media Communications, Trish Brennan, head of the Department of Fine Art and Applied Art, Ed Kuchai, head of the Department of Arts in Health and Community Practice, and Mr. Albert Walsh, head of the Department of Art and Design Education. Well done, guys. The future looks bright for you, our graduates, both here and abroad, with the skill set you've acquired in your discipline area. And today is all about you, our new graduates. We're delighted to celebrate the success story that is each one of you. We acknowledge your achievements along the contribution and the contribution of many others, especially your lecturers, families, loved ones and friends. And graduates, may I ask you to acknowledge all those who've helped you in so many valuable ways by applauding them now. Before concluding, I'd like to thank the Conferring organising team who've ensured the ceremony ran so smoothly and effectively, and also mention that the CIT Open Days will take place on Thursday the 26th of October in the National Maritime College of Ireland, and on Friday the 17th of November in the Bishopstown campus and in the Crawford College of Art and Design campus. And also on Saturday the 18th of November in the CIT Cork School of Music and in the CIT Crawford College of Art and Design. And I would ask you to encourage prospective students to attend these open days. Finally, as this is a day of celebration, enjoy the day with your family and friends and loved ones. And as many of you will be attending the graduation ball, it'll probably be a late night of celebration as well, so enjoy it. I invite you all for some light refreshments in the West Atrium at the conclusion of the ceremony. Graduates, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the meeting for the purpose of conferring awards on the students of our institute. My best wishes and my thanks to you all.
Please rise while the academic procession leaves the auditorium.